An 8-day Disney World vacation for my family in a 3-bedroom villa with flights and park tickets should have cost us $6,363. But when the dust settled, our final bill was just $1,414. A trip to Disney is a dream for so many families. But let's be honest, the price tag can be an absolute nightmare. You've probably seen the headlines: a family of 4 should expect to spend at least $6,000 for a week-long trip. But it really doesn't have to be that way. And just to be clear, this is not about cutting corners or skipping the magic. We're talking a multi-generational trip with my kids and my parents, enjoying 7 days in the parks with top-tier tickets. I'm going to break down how we used points to slash the cost of our flights, our massive 3-bedroom villa, and even those ridiculously expensive park tickets. A magical vacation shouldn't be financially stressful, and I'll show you exactly how we did it, so you can too. First things first, let's talk about one of the biggest budget killers: getting there. For my family, we needed round-trip flights from New York to Orlando. Instead of paying cash, we paid with points, and our only out-of-pocket cost was the taxes and fees. The hero of this part of the story was the JetBlue card. At the time, the offer was for 50,000 points, but these deals change all the time. A single one of these bonuses was enough to cover multiple round-trip tickets for our family. So, why JetBlue? Well, Orlando is a major hub for them, so we had plenty of flight options. But more importantly, their points program gives you fantastic value on domestic flights, just like this one. The strategy is pretty simple. First, find an airline that flies to Orlando a lot from your home airport. Then, keep an eye out for big sign-up bonuses on their credit cards. Cards like the JetBlue Plus or the JetBlue Business Card can give you a massive head start. By planning ahead, you can pretty much wipe out your flight costs, which could save you anywhere from $150 to $500 per person. This one move alone saved us over $1,000. Just remember the golden rule: pay your balance in full every month. This isn't about getting into debt. It's about making your everyday spending work for you. All right, now for the single biggest win of our entire trip: our accommodation. For an 8-day stay with kids and grandparents, we needed space. A cramped hotel room just wasn't going to fly. We stayed in a beautiful 3-bedroom, 1,600 square foot villa at Marriott's Imperial Palms. The cash price for this would have been insane, but our cost was $0. We covered the entire thing with Marriott Bonvoy points and free night certificates. This is where things get really fun, because we used a multi-card strategy. We didn't get these points from just one card. We strategically collected sign-up bonuses and perks from several Marriott cards from both American Express and Chase. The heavy hitters for us were the American Express Bevy, the American Express Marriott Brilliant, and the Chase Marriott Bonvoy Boundless. Here's how it works. A lot of these travel cards give you free night awards, usually on your card anniversary. The Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card, for example, gives you a free night award every year worth up to 85,000 points. The Bevy card can give you a 50,000 point certificate, and the Boundless gives you a 35,000 point certificate on your anniversary. But here's the secret weapon. Marriott lets you top off these certificates with up to 15,000 of your own points. So that 85,000 point certificate can actually book a hotel worth up to 100,000 points a night. By combining these certificates with the points we earned from bonuses, we pieced together our entire 8-night stay for free. And another crucial tip: Marriott lets you transfer up to 100,000 points to another member every year. So my husband and I pooled our points into one account to have enough for the big redemption. I'll admit, this took some persistence. I was checking the Marriott app constantly for availability to open up, but it was so worth it. Staying off property was a huge strategic move. Marriott's Imperial Palms is just a short drive from the parks and has no resort fees, which can be a nasty surprise at many official Disney hotels. Plus, having a full kitchen was an absolute game changer for saving money on food, which we'll get to next. Okay, this is the part of the puzzle that trips up so many people trying to use points for Disney. It's notoriously hard to use credit card points to buy Disney park tickets directly. The charge usually codes as entertainment, not travel, so you can't use most cards' travel credit features. But there is a workaround, and it saved us thousands. We bought 7-day Park Hopper Plus tickets. These are premium-level tickets that let you visit multiple parks on the same day, plus they give you entries to water parks or other stuff like miniature golf. The Plus option also gives you a wider window to use your tickets, which adds flexibility. Now, here's the hack. We bought our tickets from Undercover Tourist, which is an authorized third-party reseller. The key, and this is a huge deal, is that Undercover Tourist almost always codes as travel. Even better, they accept PayPal. This allowed us to use our American Express membership rewards points. Amex has a feature that lets you pay with points at checkout on PayPal. Now, the redemption rate isn't the absolute best value you can get for Amex points, but it was the perfect way to wipe out this massive expense without touching our bank account. This one move let us completely cover our park tickets. This trick also works great for cards like the Capital One Venture, since you can use their Cover Travel Purchases feature on the charge from Undercover Tourist. Beyond the big three expenses, flights, hotel, and tickets, we used a few other tricks to keep our cash spending super low. First, food. That full kitchen in our villa? An absolute lifesaver. We used a grocery delivery service to stock our kitchen with breakfast stuff, snacks, and drinks. Just eating breakfast in our room every morning saved us a ton of time and money, and we packed our own snacks. You would be shocked how much money a family can save by not buying every single snack and drink inside the park. Now, we did buy snacks at the park casually. It is hard to resist. But we did not need to buy all of our snacks at the parks. Second, for the meals we did eat out, especially our character dining, we paid for all of them using Disney gift cards. All year long, I keep an eye out for discounted Disney gift cards. You can often find deals at warehouse clubs, or you can buy them at grocery stores with a card that gives you bonus points on groceries. This turns your regular grocery shopping into a way to bankroll your vacation dining. It's a great way to stick to a budget and make sure you don't accidentally overspend on food. If you found this guide helpful and you want more tips on making luxury travel affordable, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And drop a comment below. What's the best deal you've ever scored for a family vacation? I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching.